Are you kidding me right now? Am I live? Am I alive? That's the better question. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Okay, I think everything is working like it's supposed to. I need to see. And there, and make this smaller. And hopefully y'all are going to be jumping on. There you are. I see you. Yay. All the equipment is working like it's supposed to. That makes me happy, happy, happy. I'll be there in just a second. I needed to pull my markers off the shelf, so I have to tell you guys that, there it is, that's real red, come on, let's not spend our life dealing with this, for heaven's sakes. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this over here. Hello from Michigan, good morning, Deborah. Ooh, I'm so happy to be back, you guys. Yay! Back to normal life. I'm pulling a few markers out of my marker bin here, which I really think I'm gonna need to take the time to label like the ends of my markers. That's probably on my to-do list in the near future. Okay. Happy New Year, Jerry. Happy New Year, everybody. Ooh, I'm so excited to be here. Okay. You might be wondering, like, why are you so giddy about me? You know, but I've been gone for 2 weeks. I took a little staycation. We didn't really do anything. We really didn't go anywhere. But we had Christmas, obviously, and New Year's, and we're just really, 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 really blessed by everything. Like, good, beautiful weather for the most part until this last weekend. Wonderful gifts, lots of food, yumminess. It's just been wonderful. It's been a really awesome, awesome couple of weeks. So I'll share some of that when I'm coloring, because I'll share a few stories while I'm coloring. So if you'll do me a favor right now, share this video to groups that you're part of, or on your page, or wherever you want to share it. Give me a thumbs up or a heart, because I like to see those coming through. And, you know, or maybe when I start my card, a wow. Anything like that would be super appreciated, because Facebook notices that, and then they allow my video to be shown more often. So I super appreciate it when you do those things. Hi, Dad. My dad's joining. That's weird. Okay, so anyway, if you'll do that, I'd really appreciate it. And we're going to get into the project for today. You might notice a little something different this year on my website, my blog. I am going to be focusing on one bundle of products or one type of product for an entire week. So this week we are going to be using the Humming Along, oh, sorry about the lighting, the Humming Along stamp set, and it has a coordinating die set, which I should have already gotten out. There it is. Has a coordinating die set. So something that happens to me quite a bit is I make something and somebody says, ooh, I wasn't even going to get that stamp set until I saw it on your blog, or until I saw you do a project with it. And so I thought, ooh, that's going to be kind of a fun challenge this year. So, or at least part of the year. I don't know, I might change things up, but for the beginning of this year, for at least the next few months, I'm going to feature a stamp set, and my goal is to see if I can get somebody who wasn't going to buy the stamp set to buy it. And that's just a fun thing to do. I really have a lot of people that make those comments, so I thought it would be really fun. Okay, so this is the bundle. All of the information for all the products I'm using is listed in the link below. We will have giveaways at the end of this event, so stick around till the end for the giveaways. I have several today because I need to get some moving out, and it's the beginning of a new year, so I thought, why not do a bunch of giveaways? And so yeah, so stick around for all that. I'm actually going to take my sweater off because I'm kind of burning up. And I've got a little bit of a sore throat happening, so bear with me if I have to take drinks of water to kind of soothe it. It's actually hot water. I'm trying to fight off a cold, so lots and lots of water, lots of healthy food, hoping that it doesn't settle in. Okay, so let's get to stamping. Okay, boo boo. It's been a while since I've done this. What do I push? There we go. All right. So again, the supplies are listed in the description below. I did just realize that I'm not sure if I listed these markers, but if you go to the website and look at Stamp and Blend, you'll find them. One really quick note I want to share is the new cling stamps. They are really, really sticky. So you can hear that, I think, and see they are not going to fall off your block. And some people are a little confused by this, and they actually think it's a defect with the stamp sets. It is not a defect. It is the new stamps, and it says right here, cling stamp set. So just don't be alarmed if you get your stamp set and you're like, why is this sticky on both sides? You definitely are, it's supposed to be that way, okay? So I'm going to set these aside because we're going to use this first. And I've got a few things to show you here. So the first thing is I want to show you this. I created these on through Pinterest. I went and grabbed a whole bunch of color inspirations and grouped them together. And I actually got this idea from Yana Smakula. And I have a whole packet of these. And when I'm struggling for color inspiration, this is one of the tools that I use to quickly come up with my color scheme. I may not always use all the colors that are on a sample, but I might pick 3. So for example, here, this would kind of be like Berry Burst and Lemon Lime Twist and Daffodil Delight. So maybe I wouldn't use these 2 colors over here, but I would use these 3. So this is just something fun you can do. You can get them printed. I just got them printed as squares and then cut them. But this is the color scheme for this card, which is kind of a weird color scheme because it's a flower. So I'll show you how that comes together. All right, so get these set aside. I've got my scrap piece of paper for stamping and coloring. So we're going to start with that because we're going to pop up this flower. So we're going to ink it up, stamp it, color it, and then I'm going to cut it out on the Big Shot. Okay. All right, while I'm coloring, I'm going to give you some coloring tips, but I'm also going to share with you what our current promotions are with sale abrasion, because it's important to know those if you're planning on placing an order. And I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper. So here's tip number 1 when you're coloring. When you're using alcohol markers, you always want to have paper underneath the cardstock that you're coloring on. This is important because, let me see if I can zoom in. Yep, cool. All right, so this is important because the ink needs somewhere to go. So if I was coloring this and this got saturated and went through and it was on this surface, the ink is actually going to push back up through the paper. So if you have a piece of paper here and it needs to bleed through to something, it will bleed through and absorb into this paper. So that's just a little tip for you. Okay, let's see. We're going to start with the Lovely lipstick. And when I color with Stampin' Blends, I like to start with my shading first and go lighter. So I start with my darker and go lighter. This is opposite of how I color with Copic markers. So I've just found that with Stampin' Blends, you are more successful if you start with your shading and then add in your light colors. So anywhere that a petal is touching a petal is where it's going to be darker. And then wherever there would be like the petal would be folding in, like a fold. So that's how I'm going to color these. Okay, while I'm coloring, let's have a little story time, shall we? A little few things. So first and foremost, how was everybody's Christmas and New Year's? We had a great time. So we actually did not do a ton for either. We just went to families and kind of stayed home and stayed local, which was nice. I don't think we've actually ever traveled for Christmas. I think that Kevin's mom, my husband's mom, would have probably a nervous breakdown if we told her we were going anywhere for Christmas. She likes all her kids together for Christmas. So, and her grandkids. So I think my mom would be bummed, but I think she would be okay. Like, she would handle it okay. I'm not sure Jeanette could handle it. Bless her, she would definitely, she'll probably watch this video and get a chuckle out of this because, or she may not, I don't know. But she loves Christmas. So, and so do I. We all do. But she really does, and I think she would be devastated if we missed Christmas. We missed Thanksgiving one year, and I know it was kind of hard on her, so. Okay. It's nice to be that loved. You know what I mean? The truth is, it's just really the grandkids. She wouldn't want to miss out on Macy. Okay. All right. So we're going to color with our light colors now. And I like to start on the outside and work my, that's not true. I'm lying. Okay. I'm going to start here with the blending because I don't want to have a harsh line. And you see that I'm not going all the way out. The reason for that is because with alcohol markers, the more you touch the paper, or the more you add, the more layers you're getting. So it darkens. So if I went out here on the edge where I want it to be really light, and I went over it several times, it is going to be too dark. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Okay, so back to story time while I finish doing this. So we played games endlessly. We had such a good time playing board games and stuff, and it's kind of gotten me on a board game kick. So now we're like playing lots of board games at home. This last weekend, we had some crazy weather for California, and we had a lot of wind and rain. I'm sure I will not see my husband now for a week because he went back to work today. Lots of outages, lots of power outages. So anyway, so now I'm going to go in to the top of this and pull in, and I'm going to try not to add too many layers of ink. That will allow this edge piece to be lighter. Okay, so we've been playing lots of board games, lots of Legos, but my favorite thing that I have found in 2019 so far, I know we're only like 7 days in, but I'm just going to tell you, is tidying up on Netflix. Have any of you watched this show? Nope, I didn't get Farkle, Karen. That's funny that you asked that because I thought about it and I was like, ooh, I should get Farkle. And then I kind of forgot. So we don't have Farkle. All right, I'm going in with my light Call Me Clover marker and coloring. So Tidying Up is a Netflix show. It's a Netflix original. And it's with Marie Kondo, who is the writer and inventor of the KonMari method of like cleaning and organization. People, my life is forever changed. I am in love with this woman, with the ideas, with the way she folds things, and I have been going KonMari crazy in our house. I am literally folding and organizing everything. I just love her ideas. She's so amazing. So that's been super fun to get into, especially at the beginning of a new year, because that's the time where you already feel kind of like you need to, you know, clean things up and clean things out and prepare for a new year and all that. You're already kind of in that mode. Let's get my big shot over here because we're going to cut this out. And I'm going to zoom back out. Whoops, that's the wrong way. Dee-dee-dee. Could see if I've got a well-loved cutting plate here. Yes, she is amazing. We got addicted to a new game, Suspend. So much fun. I might have to check that one out. We've been playing a lot of Clue because my daughter loves it. So we've been playing that. I got Sequence, which is a really fun game, but we haven't played it yet. And they've been doing a lot of Legos. So I've kind of, my game needs are on the back burner because they've been like going Lego crazy. So they made a Harry Potter Legos. They've made, they meaning my husband and my kid. And they got a Voltron Lego set. So it's huge and it makes all these tigers and then they go together and it makes this huge Voltron thing. I don't know. It's not my thing, people. Okay, so there's our flower. It's beautiful. Beautimus Maximus. So then for our card, we've got the 4 1/4 by 11 inch basic black. Wow, I can talk. Basic black cardstock. And this is a weird color combination. I know you're thinking like, this is kind of strange because I felt that way too until it all came together and I was like, wow, this looks really nice. And so then I've got some, I think this is gray granite. It's either, I'm pretty sure it's gray granite, or it could be Sahara sand. Ugh. All right, then we got to do a little bit of stamping on here. No, I'm lying. This goes on the inside. You can tell that I designed this card a long time ago. All right, so I've got a Whisper White piece to go on the inside because when you make a card with a dark card base, you need a way to still write your sentiment on the inside. All right, now I need to stamp on this, which I should have done first, but in my head I was going to be stamping on the white. So I'm going to use the, I need a block. The Wishing You an Amazing Birthday set. Dutch Blitz. That sounds interesting. Did I get it inked up good? I did. We're going to go right here. Yay! It came out good. Phew! All right, then I've got a strip of the Gingham Gala Designer Series paper, which, by the way, if you purchased a paper sampler from me, the paper is being delivered tomorrow. So that means I'm going to be cutting it. It's going to be delivered to me tomorrow. So I'm going to be cutting it and prepping it over the week and then getting it mailed out to you the following week. So it'll be a little early, I think. Earlier than I thought it would be. So we're going to put a bunch of dimensionals on here because nobody likes a saggy flower. Am I right? All right, let's peel these off. I really like using my take your pick tool to do this, because something that happens with my nails when I peel the little backings off, it causes the corner of this polish to lift. I've noticed that over time. So I use this a lot. Okay, and then this will just go right here. Voila, isn't that beautiful? So totally random weird colors. In fact, on screen, this is looking a little more brown, but it's a little bit more gray. But they came out just beautiful. And I think they make great birthday cards. And then I also have this one where I just changed up the color scheme a little bit. The base is the gray, and then I heat embossed in white. And then this is Daffodil Delight with a little bit of Calypso Coral there for the stamen. That's what that's called, right? I'm pretty sure. And then I've got this Mondo card I made. So this one's really big. It's a thank you card. I just love it though. I put the leaves around here, and then I added the sentiment, and then I made it its own envelope. Isn't that fun? So one of the things you may have noticed I've been talking about is making your own envelopes. And even if you don't make your own, stamping on the ones you're sending. So I'm really getting into this because it's a piece of the card making that I feel like I really love, but I haven't done. And so I'm making it a real intentional effort to make an envelope or to provide an envelope with a card. So yay. Okay. Now let's do some giveaways, shall we? We have some. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. First, before I do the giveaways, I need to get my Post-it notes, but I also want to say, I have had a few people join my team, so thank you to those that have joined, and it's been really, really, really exciting. And if you're interested in purchasing the starter kit and becoming part of my team, just know that there's no pressure to purchase. There's no pressure to have parties or anything like that. But you do get that awesome 20% discount. And right now during celebration, you get $175 in product for just 99 bucks. So, or if you want this awesome tote bag, the coveted tote bag, you can do $129 and still get your $175 in product, but then you get the bag also. Okay, we are going to, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, Miss Claudia, my Gertie Gur. All right, so we are going to do a giveaway. So I'm going to give something to the person that was the very first person to comment on my screen. So let me clarify that. I have a screen I'm looking at, and I'm going to do it by the first. So that's who it is. So if you go back and you're like, that's not the first person, it's because that's how that showed up on my screen. So Patricia Settle, you won this. So we've got 2 re-inkers here, sponge dauber, an ink spot, and some paper. So I'm going to write her name down. Patricia Settle. And then I'm going to scroll because you guys comment and tell me when you share sometimes. So let's see, who was the very first person? Patricia is actually the first person to comment that she shared, but we'll go to the second since Brianna Burgeon. Brianna. and you won this pack of designer series paper. So this is beautiful. I think this is the Brights pack designer series paper sampler. So you will receive this. This is in the annual catalog. So that's for Brianna. Who's next? Now we're just gonna scroll and see who we land on. Lisa Hardy. Oh, Lisa! I know who she is. She's probably actually not gonna want this. Lisa, as if it's the same Lisa, she did a project with some naughty frogs on stage, and it was awesome. Lisa, if you don't want this, I totally understand. Let me know. So that's a pack. This is retired designer series paper. You could always reuse it in your business. Like, give it away. Sheila Lane. Sheila Lane. So this is some really fun paper. It's retired. You can't get it anymore. But look at that. Isn't it pretty? This is great for Valentine's. Oh, this is a mix pack. So this just has all kinds of crazy stuff in it. All right. So that's for Sheila Lane. Fun. All right. We have one left. Let's see who's the last person that commented. Deborah Walker. Deborah Walker. Congrats, Miss Deborah. You get this awesome pack of paper. Let's see what's in it. It's a mixed pack also. So there's some great stuff in here for Valentine's. Ooh, this is pretty paper. Yep, this is good paper. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, so that's my giveaways for today here. My VIP group, I'm going to be giving away this awesome pack in just a little bit. It's got a whole bunch of designer series paper, some ribbon, and this is for my VIP group. For anybody who placed $25 order or more, they got entered into a drawing. I do that every week. So if you're not part of my VIP group, please make sure that you join. And if you won something, you need to make sure you message me with your address, either on Facebook or through email. If you are watching this video and you're commenting and you don't know if I'm live or not, if there's not a little red button in the corner that says live on the screen where I am, then that means I'm no longer live and it's a recording. All right, if you want to purchase any of these products from me, I would super appreciate that. The link is in the description below the video. Or if you tap on the screen, if you're on Facebook, it'll bring up the description with all the links to purchase the items. Also, I have my class to go going right now. So you have one more week to sign up for that. And I don't have the cards sitting right here. I'll show them to you soon. I'll post it again. But if you want to sign up for my class to go, you can do that. Also, the link is in the description as well. Thanks so much for tuning in today, and I'll see some of you over in my VIP group in just a little bit. Bye-bye.